All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day, good week so far. I just want to dive into a couple trades from today. It's actually more than a couple, maybe a few. But I just want to start by saying that if you haven't already noticed, we changed the name of the channel and the logo. So me and my two best buds that I've been talking about, Lucas and Fatty, we have teamed up and we started Pack-a-Punch Traders. And so basically, all this channel is really just learning from the three of us now instead of just me. And I know I was sticking to mainly OTCs in the past, but kind of dropped the OTCs, really just focusing on listed, like Lucas and Fatty are. So we're all just on the same page and watching the same thing. As I grow and become profitable and consistent with listed trades, I will switch back over to OTCs. Not switch back over as in like I'm going to stop watching listed and only trade OTCs. We'll get back into trading some OTCs and get back to learning them as well. So as of right now, it's just really exciting stuff. I'm happy that the three of us can get together and make this work. I know we've been talking about it for a long time, and it's just exciting for us to finally be putting it into action. So we will be coming out with a website here pretty soon. Should be public in the next couple of weeks. A lot of cool things from that. And it's really just, we're not trying to charge you guys anything or take your money or anything like that. It's really just, we all three of us know how difficult it is in the beginning to learn how to trade, and to be able to just learn from everybody and anybody you can it really helps a lot. So we just want to take our lessons. Fatty is basically the leader of the group right now. He's up. I don't want to say numbers, but I'm going to. They're not going to be accurate. I want to say Fatty's up about 40,000. Lucas, I really have no idea. I know he's green, and I am still red on my account, but not by a lot. Slowly grinding back up to green. So it's just kind of just seeing the three different levels of the traders. Fatty's, obviously doing really well and killing it right now. So it's just really good to learn from him. And then, like I said, just good to learn from the three of us and to see how we think and just our mindsets into each trade and how we trade it and what we're looking for. And I just think it'll be very beneficial to everybody. So it's just, I'm very excited to get this going. And I just want to say thank you to all the supporters who have been here from the beginning. We're gonna keep growing and keep getting better together. And so this is just the beginning. So very exciting stuff. And let's just dive into a few trades. So XELA was one that was gapping up yesterday, and it's got the breakout level. It was at 387, and yesterday was chopping around in here at the breakout level. And so I took a small position at 281 and swung it overnight. And of course I sell at like 260 in the morning, and I should have really just been patient. Another thing I've kind of noticed is just kind of wait for market open the next day and play off of that level. As you could see, like you could have easily just snagged the breakout here. It was a really nice move it gave you. Just these low floats, right sector, breakout level, a breakout. So it's really just, a few things you're putting together there to be convicted into this trade. Like I said, it's just a super low float. I don't think it had any news, but it is in the right sector and it is a breakout. So just multiple things, and plus you're getting really nice volume. So just multiple things you can combine there to make this a really good trade. It's really just picking your entries and exits. Entry to me I think is the most important thing, because your entry is what defies your risk. And so if you chase it up here and risking down here, that's a really wide risk for me. So I mean it's kind of hard to explain. I'm not going to get too much into it right now. I got a lot to go over, but for me, your entry is the most important. So you want to have a really good entry with defined risk, and then these are the kind of moves you should get. So you're getting 3, 4, 5 to 1 risk reward kind of plays here with these listed stocks and these listed low floaters. So that was XELA. Didn't watch it in the morning, unfortunately. was my second trade of the day. Also just a breakout play. It does have resistance, some resistance up here, but nothing compared to what the volume is trading here. So it was pretty choppy. I was just kind of waiting. So the breakout level, what is this? 253. And I was looking at a 245 high day break to test the breakout level. Took like 100 shares at 245, sold half at 260, and then this drop here is what kind of scared me out. It had a little bit of a bounce and then cracked under VWAP, and it looked like it was just going to be really weak right here, and there was no volume, and I just figured it would kind of just fade for the rest of the day. And so I just sold it to play it safe at 240. I was risking 237, so I was a penny away from stopping out on this dip. And my target was 270, and ended up holding. We got a perk up to 274, so it was nice to see that it hit my price target. One key thing I would say here is really just stick to your cut. There's no reason to be scared out. You know, that's why I sold half here at 260 just to play it safe. Ended up being a break even. Ended up being a small win. I did get an ad here. I re-entered at 253-ish and just cut it as soon as it cracked. I was just looking for the breakout level to hold and see if we can get a bounce back up towards the highs, but that didn't work. So that was Verb. Ended up being $11 loss. No big deal. So RCAT was this third one. This was just a really nice play. Low float. Basically a breakout over like the 370s, and really nice volume surge here. Really nice move. Got halted. Kind of just let it play out. You know, ideally you're buying it in on these dips when the breakout level was holding in the 360s, 370s. So the breakout level held, volume died. But then as soon as we perked back above VWAP here, I was actually thinking about taking an entry right here on this VWAP perk. Just risking the low, and just decided not to. Decided to wait for the higher day break, and that's what I did. Got 300 shares at about a 380 average, and sold one third here at 520 just to lock in some. Should have added on this dip here. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just a little nervous because I did have a little bit bigger size on this one. It was more of an ideal play. Really just a momentum play, and you're getting the higher day break, which you're squeezing shorts. So should have added. I didn't. Sold the rest. Sold another third at 530 just in case we got a double top, and then sold the other third at 550. I don't know what Fatty sold at. I know Lucas sold at 6, so he basically nailed the high of day. They both crushed this. They both played it way better than I did. So, yeah, really nice play there. Really nice volume, and that's basically all it is. You're just playing the momentum. It's a low float. You get the volume, and you get a surge, and you get the breakout. It's halted, whatever. You just be patient. You know, There's no need to rush it up in here. Let it play out. Let it dip, and wait for the second leg. And that's basically what we did. And yeah, I just quick snipe there. You know, that was really nice. Not too much else to say about that. It was just low float, solid volume, breakout, right sector. I mean, there's not much else to say. It's just kind of those key things over and over and over again, you know. You got a breakout, it's a low float in the right sector, and then you're just kind of waiting for the right time. It's all about timing. Took the high of day break when momentum is on our side. Volume is coming in. So just a quick play there. I'm sure Fatty's going to make Fatty will have some more video lessons. He sends me his video lessons, and so I just upload them to the channel. So it's a little unorganized right now, but I promise you we're going to have it a lot more dialed in here as we go along. So I'll be uploading some of his videos today as well when I'm done with this video. So that was that, and then we have IMTE, which really screwed me. Breakout, right sector, super low flow. I mean, this was like a 250,000 float. And it was just grinding here. And so finally, when it was getting the high of day break, I snagged some, added into the 630s when it looked like, I was like, okay, we were just getting a dip real quick. And it was just this dip here. Added some in like 630, back into support. I know ideally support is around 6, but 620, 630s, there's a lot of support, a lot of chop in here. So I was like, okay, maybe it just had a little fake out. We're going to get a dip, and then we're going to rip through. And I was expecting this move that it made on the downside, on the upside. But shorts were in control, and they just stuffed it. And so if it wasn't for the ad, it would have been a small loss, but I did have to cut it at 6. And so it was a $40 loss, not bad, but definitely bigger than I wanted for sure. So that one just didn't work. It is what it is. They're not all going to work, but it's just playing it safe, cutting it when you're wrong. Ideally, I would have cut it. Instead of adding in the 630s, I should have just cut when it failed. Cut it right away. I could have re-added, and it wouldn't. It would just been a small loss. And if it was gonna work, I could have re-added on the break. In this time right here, it just got stuffed and got absolutely shit on. So I just had to cut it, and I'm glad I did. Glad I cut it at 6 and not down at 5, or even in the low 4s. So it is what it is. They're not all going to work out perfect, but you need to be able to play it safe, and you need to. That's why I like to take profits when I can, and that's why I cut Verb when it just looked weak after this crack here. It looked like it had a little bounce. Oh boy, it had a little bit of a bounce, and then just couldn't hold, and it did make a higher low, but it looked like it looked so weak, and it looked like it was just going to kind of have that wash out. So I just played it safe, and you can't go wrong with just playing it safe. If I didn't rebuy this, I mean, either way, it was basically just a scratch on this whole play. But yeah, IMTE just didn't work out, and that's why you play it safe, just in case it does wash out like that. One good thing I do notice is that you're able to get your sells off. Like if I have my stop in at like 4, I mean at like 520. If I go back to IMTE. Not 520, sorry. If I had a stop in at like 620 or in the low 6s, like it would just stop me out. It wouldn't. I'm usually, and I think it's just because I had small size. I don't have thousands of shares to sell, so I'm getting executed really well. I'm having zero problems with executions. Not like I did. Not like I did with when I was trading OTCs. Executions, I can tell, were just a bitch with those. And so far listed, I'm having no problems with executions. And the last one is CARV. And really, this was just a number 5 play. It's first green day bounce. You get a huge supernova kind of move, a couple days of downtrend, and really, the ideal play was like a 20 at the open price, and I missed it. And so it is what it is. I missed the open price at 20. That would have been the ideal buy was right in here, and I missed it. So I was waiting for, what was it? A previous close break. So it closed at 21.65, something like that. And so I'm not going to chase it. That's another thing. You don't need to chase these moves. Just be patient. They always give you some kind of dip or something. Sometimes they don't, but the majority of the time they do. So, and if they don't, you miss it. It is what it is. You missed it. But there's no reason to chase it. There's always going to be another play. So you get the perk up to the yesterday's close. And just kind of chopped around. I got filled on this candle here at 21.60, and second after we got a perk to new highs, consolidated a little bit. I apologize. So we consolidated for a little bit, just kind of grinded higher. My goal was to sell at 25. I ended up selling at 24.24, just to take in profits, just to lock it in. Like I said, as I'm learning and getting better with listed, it's just best for me to take profits when I have them and learn from it. If it does go higher, just learn from it. There's nothing really you can do. It's better to just be safe and lock in your gains instead of me staying stubborn and waited another 20 minutes. I would have been all the way back down to where I bought. Got a nice little bounce, but then it just faded. So I'm glad I just took the gains there. Really nice just squeeze there. That's all that is, just a short squeeze. Shorts are just covering their position. When it's failing to break down more, it's really all it is. And you're just having key levels that we watch. So the open price was a key level. Yesterday's close was a key level. And you just kind of keep those key levels on watch and try to add them into the bigger picture move. So like XCLA, so pre-market highs could have been a nice entry. It held the open price really nice here at 357. The breakout level, then plus the right sector, low float. So it's just combining multiple things. It's really all it is. We're trading momentum, and you're looking for the short squeeze, and really shorts get squeezed when it's breaking past key levels. And so it's just really being able to recognize all the key levels, and so add the intraday levels, key levels like the open price, pre-market highs, high of day breaks, previous high of day breaks, little things like that, little key levels that you can have on the intraday for your entries and exits, but then also be able to know in the daily that this is a breakout too, in a hot sector with good volume. So there's multiple things lining up for you to want to take the trade, instead of just being like, okay, it's a breakout, but the volume isn't there and it's not in a hot sector. Just because it's a breakout doesn't mean it's going to work. So you want to have all those things lined up on your side to make the trade more, you have more chance of being profitable on the trade than you would if there was just a random breakout with no volume. So that's basically it for me today. Those are my trades. Ended up being green, like $130. So not too bad. It was really just the RCAT trade that I sized up in. CARV was really nice. And IMTE just didn't work out, stuffed in the high of day break and just had a nasty washout. So just lesson is, if you're just learning, take your profits while you have it, and then just learn from it after. If it goes higher or goes lower, whatever it does, just make sure you learn from it and try to do better the next day. Another thing is just stay patient. Let the plays come to you. One good play can make your whole week, day, month, even year. So you're just really just looking for that one play. So there's no need to overtrade and trade all these different tickers. And then another thing is, don't chase. You can wait for dips, stay patient. And yeah, I'm kind of spacing right now, to be honest. But just trying to keep it simple and just stay patient, wait for your ideal plays. And it's going to take time for you to learn, all the little ins and outs of this. I'm still learning. But as long as you have people there to learn from, it's going to go by faster. You just have to put in the work, really. So just keep working, keep studying, keep learning, keep growing, everybody, because big future ahead of us, let me tell you. So yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this stuff makes sense, and I'll keep you guys posted on some more videos that we'll be uploading. So make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel, and I'll keep you guys posted on when the website will be dropped. So very excited, and hope you guys are excited as well. We got a lot of big things coming. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.